Hi everybody, this is Rose of Sharon and I'm back again with another book review. I just recently read Twin Peaks: The Final Dossier, which was written by Mark Frost. He was the forerunner for writing Twin Peaks itself, and David Lynch took a particular and peculiar interest in it. And if you've watched the YouTube video that's based on the murder, the unsolved murder that actually inspired it, it's really quite fascinating. It's such an expose on what is evil. Is evil really, does it exist? Well, according to this particular dossier, it does, but it's really difficult to define because evil itself is not really black or white, just like good isn't black or white, because life in and of itself is very non-linear. It's kinetic, and it's particular. There's no other way I can say it. I'm going into quantum mechanical terms, but anyway, the book itself is quite interesting. I love the excerpt from The Log Lady and the excerpt from Twin Peaks and the supernatural that the supernatural encounters that Dale had, and dealing with Deputy Hawk, and Dr. Jacoby's in there, and everybody that you know and love is in the dossier. And yeah, it's exceptionally written. It's more of a reference book for the hardcore Peaky, I would say. I absolutely adored it. I'm a huge fan of Twin Peaks. Of course, I have not seen Firewalk with Me. I need to, because that's actually a prequel to the original Twin Peaks, which I had always adored the theme to Twin Peaks and not really know why. And I wasn't allowed to watch it. I didn't get into it until later on in life, which is most recently. And I never looked back because it was really something I could relate to, having been exposed to and experience the paranormal. So I really don't think that Twin Peaks is false in any way. I think that Twin Peaks is actually truth, and it exposes a lot of that. And I know this sounds really controversial, but there are so many different things, especially given a lot of the different characters. There's one character in particular that I absolutely love to hate, and he's the epitome of everything vile. Karma bites him in the tuchus, though, so I don't know if that's justified. It's hard to say what justice really is. Just like with evil, when they speak about evil, it's a tremendous book. It was written in 2017, so it really isn't that old. I would highly recommend. This is one I would love to own, honestly. I love this book. This book is just exceptionally written. I'm not going to give anything away because it'll only make sense if you've watched the show, and I haven't seen the entirety of the Return. Plus, also good news for us Peakies. They are speaking about a third season, but the way that Twin Peaks is actually constructed is debatable, because us Peakies, being the way we are, we love to delve in and try to scratch at details, when we all know that Mr. Lynch is very secretive, and mum is the word when it comes to anything involved with his passion project. But anyway, it will forever remain a cult classic. It will forever remain something that is entangled within reality. It will forever elicit a sense of dread, curiosity, although be it morbid curiosity, and remind me just how connected I am to the supernatural realm and knowing that it's all true. But anyway, I feel a lot like Dr. Jacoby. I can relate so much with Jacoby. It's the funniest thing. And I know Jacoby is completely eccentric and off his nut, but I really relate to him. I think, yeah, I'm exactly like him. And either him, I would be a combination of him and the log lady. Because I have that ability to tap into spirit, but I've seen spirit too. Most recently because my talents are becoming more pronounced as I grow older, like a fine wine. I really can't say that much else about the dossier itself other than it's absolutely fantastic. It's marvelous, and everything written in it is just so revelatory, and it gives you real insight into the characters and their methodology, their mode of thinking, and the whole debate about the nature of evil, which that part in and of itself is a psychology topic that has been discussed since man could actually form thought and understand that he is a thinking creature, and a little bit higher than other animals that he could subdue, although animal intellect exists, and science has just come to the point where it says, oh, animal intellect is a thing. Animal intellect isn't new. Animal intellect has existed before humans became the what would be known as the custodians of the land, or ones who were given the privilege to subdue, till, tend, and oversee. We are the I would say we're the sentinels. I think that's a good adjective for us, sentinels, or co-creators. I like co-creators better because that's what Greg Brayton says, and I agree with Greg more often than any other author or person with immense spiritual insight, because I would just be floored if I was able to hear Greg speak. I've heard him speak via his DVDs and CDs, but never in person. I think that actually having a consensus or congress or forum, just like with the lecture, I got to experience this heady, enthralling, otherworldly lecture with Neil deGrasse Tyson, and I would do it again because I love him, and he's also very spiritual. I can sense he's got spirituality in him as well, although a lot of astrophysicists say, don't you deny that. I mean, I myself consider myself, I love astronomy. I always have, and we're spiritual, so we can't deny that. And even if he goes along the route that he's not, I highly doubt that, and I highly contest it, but that's neither here nor there. I would highly recommend the book, and if you have the chance to go and check it out, I got this from my local library, so I was very happy with that. I thought, oh good, I don't have to buy it, but then I thought I have to buy it because I have Laura Palmer's private journal, and I love that book. I did a really in-depth, thorough review of that, and I'm hoping that you can read every Twin Peaks book I can get my grubby little hands on, but that will come in time. So until we meet again, my gardeners, live on, prosper.